There we go. Woo! That hurt. You ever have one of those days where you literally wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Yeah. So I did something to this region, and it's not been a fun day. So welcome to another fun. I believe this is probably going to be our top snow globe tumbler video ever, because it's the only one. But it's going to be an amazing show. So remember, check in. Let me know, what are you at? What are you working on? I can't wait to see how we do this, because on tonight's show, we're going to go from these to these. Yay! So I've watched over her shoulder like a hawk, and I've seen how Corey is making these, but I have yet to give it a go. And it looked, pretty simpler enough, like I should be able to do it. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out what actually goes into it. There's a couple different ways that people do things, so I'm going to walk you through along what I've heard, and she's going to tell me whether I'm right or wrong. So, like I said, check in, let us know you're here. And, once you're here, share. Hello, because if you did not know, we got a little thing in store for you. If I click on it, get 100 viewers in here, guess what? We're going to give one of these away. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to give one away. So wherever you can, share. I'll keep that rolling across the bottom. It is Tuesday, which is tacos. It is Tuesday, which is Tuesday with Todd. We'll get out of some news out of the way, some updates, some upcoming things. We'll check in to see where everybody is. And on that note, I say we get right into it. Darren, always good to see you. I'm going to get this right. Alania? I think that's right. Elena? There's two L's. Oh, I can't spin my head that way. There's two L's. Should it be one L? Alania? God. I'm going to need the phonetic speaking. I'm going to need the phonetic pronunciation of this, please. Or you can just, reach out to me and send me it, so that way I know. So, Curtis, hello to you. Eric, hi there. Well, today it's nice 47. At least the rain has stopped enough, and the area is still flooded. Well, here it was supposed to be 60s, and it ended up being high 50s. I did not get a chance to enjoy it because we were in here working in the shop today. It's been a busy week of DTF. It's been a busy week of Print HTV. It's been a busy week of business cards. It's been a busy week. So, today's Tuesday, and we're already rock solid. So I'm super excited about that. Trying to find stock in apparel. Michelle, grab a drink, because that is a challenge. We were putting together a team store, and when we checked it yesterday, because we're just giving them general ideas, like, hey, we don't know if things are going to be in stock. I can almost guarantee the colors will be kind of sort of same, sizes, but we got to do our best to see what we can find out there. But yesterday we checked on the store, and there was plenty of something. And today there was literally next to none. So it is kind of that fun time of trying to do it, and just make sure you're charging for it. We told the customer, hey, there's going to be some additional charges this year, bringing in extra, or not extra, but trying to order more often to fill their orders as they come in, so we don't run into something where it's being out of stock. So you got to look at ways to manage that. It's not a fun thing, but hey, we're all in it, and we know, hey, that's a good thing. At least we're selling stuff and we're looking for stuff. Wendy, good afternoon, you. Good afternoon, you. What the hell's wrong with me? Good afternoon, you. I think it's these hoodies. Which, if you didn't know, if you haven't tried any of these hoodies yet, they're the J America hoodies that have the built-in gator.
Do they even still have anymore?
I don't even know if they still have them anymore. But, I ordered them last year as soon as they came in. I think it took like 4 or 5 months for them actually to show up. But it's kind of my go-to hoodie so far. I like it. It makes me feel preppy because it's got the mock turtleneck in it all the way around. And those places that, still require a mask, hey, I'm good to go. So we're good with that. One thing that I will tell you, if you haven't used these before and you're thinking about trying them out, if they even have them in stock, I guess I should have looked at that first. But one of the things that I noticed was when you have this up in here, everything's fine. But when you use a pouch as a pouch and you put stuff in it, it'll start to drag it down. So that is something to think about there. So just little fun stuff there. FU, Facebook user. That's Facebook user. Now, this is something Facebook and StreamYard don't always play nicely together. So the way that we combat that is we have you go over to our YouTube channels, or you can give them permission. Now, one of the ways that you can give them permission is if you head over to, I got the little thing here, oursuccess.group/Facebook. Go there, give StreamYard permission. We should be able to see you. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Most times it does, but then you'll have to continue to do it. So the other way around that is head over to fatdadlive.com or liveosg.com. Head over to either one of those locations because that'll get you to our YouTube channels. While you're there, make sure you like and subscribe so you never miss out on an episode. And there you go. Now we'll be able to see who you are. So next up, oh look, congratulations on the Reggies. We will definitely be talking about those Reggies. I was super honored, like legit surprised on some of the categories. We are nominated for 4 categories. What are we nominated for? We're nominated for a couple things. I guess I'm gonna go look. We are nominated for Best New Product for DTF transfers. We are also nominated for Best Guest. So that's always cool. Best regular guys guest, which we are back on that show this Friday to finish up part 2 of DTF Transfer Talk. So we're up for those. We're also up for, what is it? Best Ambassador for the Industry, I believe. And then Most Inspirational Decorators Community, which we won last year. Ooh, that did not feel the greatest. We won that last year. So, hey, we were the inaugural winner, and if somebody else wins, I'd be happy to present the award to them. But if we were going to win it back to back, oh, sweet! So we're up for quite a bit in there. The way that you can vote, and hey, I'm gonna say, I want your vote, man. I'm gonna do it because you're gonna hear me push and pull and say, let's get over here and do it. If you head over to www.regularguys.com/Reggies_vote. I could probably just put that in the chat too. That would be helpful if I just drop that link in there, because then you can just go click it and vote. There's tons of great people in there. It's been an amazing journey to see a lot of these new people in there. A lot of them, a lot of familiar faces in there. It's always a privilege to be nominated, and when you get to win, it's even cooler because you get a little plaque for it. It makes me excited. So if we could add to the plaque, great. But just to be nominated, super happy, super excited about that. What else do we have here? Oh, hello, Renee. 2 years ago, we were watching sea cows. That is true. And it was probably warmer, maybe just a smidge. It was so cold. Yes, it was so cold. And it was so fun. Didn't know 2 years ago, we decided to do a surprise birthday trip for him because that's what you do. And we headed down to Florida, sunny Florida. We decided to go down to for 4 days. 3 nights, 4 days. You know whatever that works. We did a crisscross of the state, started over in Port Canaveral, ended up in Tampa. TRW had an open house, so we kind of surprise, we're here type of thing. Then we had a beautiful beachfront condo, but it was cold. It was cold the entire weekend. I don't think the only time we saw the sun was when we were in the sky, flying in and flying out. But even though it was my birthday, I am always a giving person. So Corey has I wouldn't say an unhealthy, infatuation with the sea cows, with the manatees. But hey, if we're in there and there is a viewing center that was in driving distance, I guess we got to go see them. So we went and did that. We went and saw those. So I'd recommend if you're in the area, definitely go check that out. It was a fun little experience to go see that. Look, Edward switched from Facebook to YouTube, and now we can see who he is. Edward, thank you for showing up. Sandra, hello to you. And Corey is over there. Corey's going to be teaching me all about this, so I can't wait to see how I screw this up. I did good. I did good last week, I think. She didn't yell at me too much, so I think I did fine on that. Kristen, I did have a great birthday. We did, if you didn't check my feed, we did old school arcade, the stuff that we grew up with. Took the kids there. I did a little pizza party, and it was just like a 12-year-old's birthday. It was amazing. So we had a good time. There was beer, so that was always a plus. Patty, good to see you. Sandra, thank you very much for your vote. Thank you. So competition with Pilar. Well, Pilar just ordered some transfers from me, and I think I'm going to hold them ransom until the voting is over. I know she, requested them and wants them ahead of time, but I'm going to say a vote for me gets Pilar her transfers to be. So No, it's always fun. Pilar's an amazing person. She does great over at TRW, and if she wins, she definitely deserves to win. It's always a fun competition there with us. Yes, Vicky, you did find us. Good that you did. And yes, Eric, you too was an honorable mention in 2 categories, even though you don't really qualify for the up and comers under 40. Yeah, I was in that category last year too, and I'm like, yes, I still look under 40, so I'm really excited that it was there. Edward, I'm trying to decide if I want a Mac Mini to do my graphic designs and photo editing since my PC laptop died. So to me, it's going to depend on what software you're running. If you plan on running Corel, the Mac's not going to be it for you. You can get a pretty decent, i5, i7 processor laptop. You don't need anything super gaming, but if you can get away with it, do that. We're running into Black Friday time of year, so you should be able to find a pretty good deal on i5, i7. I would look at what you actually want to accomplish with it. We run a couple different laptops out of here, which is surprisingly everything else that we do is Apple, but when it comes to the computers, the computers are not Apple. So that's what we got there. And hi from Sweden. I don't know. I'm guessing that this is. I can't pronounce it. Gusta is who I'm assuming it is. But, hey, Facebook never always plays nice. So once again, if you are not seeing yourself or we're not seeing the comments, then all you need to do is head over to liveosg.com or fatdadlive.com. And I'm going to pop that little link here. I'm going to have to clean up some of this so it really makes it super simple and super easy for me to do. fatdadlive.com or liveosg.com. Okay, so
said hi.
What?
Joe said hi.
Where's Joe? Did I miss Joe?
There's a couple on whatever Facebook I found.
Oh, see, you got to get them all over to the YouTube side. Apparently, Joe, you're here. Joe, hello to you. Joe Wrist. I can't see you in my feed. So.
Carol Chapman.
Oh yeah.
Angela Brantley.
Oh yeah. See, none of these. I'm not seeing any of these people. So if you're watching on a feed and I'm not seeing your comments and I haven't brought them on screen, this is what you need to do. You need to head to here. fatdadlive.com or liveosg.com, because then I will for sure see you, because right now it's just us in here. Here we go, Edward. Adobe Photoshop, Lightroom, Inkscape, and Silhouette Studio mostly. I'm not sure how Silhouette Studio, if they're able to play nice with Mac or not, but everything else I'm pretty sure you can. But I know on Windows you'll be fine there. There it is. Yeah, see, I was right. So new computer. What computer do you have? Edward's looking for a computer just a little bit above, so this might just fall into place. Let us know what computer you have. And hey, Paige, thank you. Hello. And Kathy, you're watching? Awesome. I'm watching as well. Okay. So a couple things that we're going to need. Oh, hand me the glitter, because we're going to show that. I guess, no, I got it right here. I knocked over some glitter. Hudson knocked over some glitter. But we're going to... 2 glitters that we're going to use tonight is we are going to use the chunky mix. So we're going to use this chunky mix of the Drunk Unicorn. We're going to use Drunk Unicorn. And we are going to use this Twilight Twinkle from the Shapes. Both these glitters can be found over on our website. And remember, this month, if you use the code BN25, you're going to save an additional 25% off of your glitter purchase. I will drop that down in the comments as well, so you're able to see those. So, hey, we can get everybody rock and rolling. These cups is your typical Starbucks cup. This, what is it? The SKU on it, because these are 24 ounces. The SKU on it is 0111074707 $14.95 from your local Starbucks. We got pretty lucky. I mean, it seems like our Starbucks in our area, they always seem to have them in stock. So, when Corey stops in there and if they're in stock, she just buys them. So that way we have plenty of them. So we're going to go from this to this magical creation here. So if you don't know what a snow globe tumbler is, guess what? It's a snow globe, right? Everybody remembers the snow globe. Snow globe, the little ball that's got the scene inside of it. You shake it up, it's got snow. Same concept. Now, the way that these work is you're taking these double wall tumblers, and you're going to drill a hole in them. Boom, boom. You're actually going to drill 2 holes in them, and we'll talk about that when we do it. And then you're going to add glitter in it. and then you're going to add your liquid inside of it. And liquid, we'll talk about that on different ways that different amounts and ways that are people doing it. So I think without further ado, I think I'm good over here on. Let's see. Has anybody tried the non-Starbucks? So, do we have one over there?
The one with the leaves disappeared.
So,
but it needs to be a thicker plastic.
Thicker plastic, yes, because we brought some in. We've been trying different ones because we want to find our own cups. We want to bring in our own ones so that way we're able to add them to Corey's site when it becomes live soon. As we start to add stuff to that, as Little Monkeys grows a little more and more and more, and we put there everything now is on our website, but we're going to split that off. We're going to move all of our craft supplies and things like that over to her side of things, and that way we won't be able to offer blanks. And we've been looking at bringing in different cups, and some of them are just garbage. Like they work for what they are, but as soon as you take a drill to them, they're very brittle. And they're just not good. So that's what we decided not to do on it.
Stainless Depot were thicker and worked pretty decent.
Stainless Depot ones worked really good there. All right. Dawn, hello. And Kristen, the sale is on the custom decal orders to just stock items. So the 25% off is only on stock items. So everything that's in stock, that's our printed HTV, printed adhesive decal vinyl, our glitters, our supplies, so transfer tape, HTV, any of that. So just stock designs is what everything is off on it. And I do believe that did you try the Mars cups? Were those the ones? I don't know. Okay. So without further ado, we are going to kick over to this other screen, and we're going to get started on this and show what we got here. So I should be able to kick that. It should drop us right there. Ooh, right there into project land. And we're going to see what we can do. Oh, it's going to take me a few steps to get up and over here because, like I said, back and neck issues. It makes your mobility a little more, what's the word? Slow. Yeah, a little more slow. All right. So now that I've got this here, and we'll be able to see. All right. So you got your cup, right? So we're going to do this in stages so that way I can roll through it and you can see it. I did not. What do I do? Turn it on the back. Okay. Does it got a red light? Oh, look at that. It's got a red light when it kicks on, so I know it's here. Okay. So here's what we got, all right? We've got our basic cup that we're going to start with here, and then we're going to show you how to put a hole in it, and then we're going to talk about putting glitter in it, which we already did here, so that way we can add it, and then you'll see the process of it all the way through. If we get through this, like I said, I'm going to see how many that we have viewing live because my stream does not look like it might have as many. Oh, and imagine that just in time for a live, the damn dog's going to start barking. Yes, he is because that's what he does. But on the plus side, I got a new training collar today. Guess what? Who's getting to wear that tonight? Corey. I mean, the dog afterwards on it. Okay. So how do I know when this thing is heated up?
It's in like 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Man, you should have been over here with it. So now I got 3 minutes to talk. Okay. So when you are placing your holes in your cups here, you've got a couple different ways to do it. The ways that we've tested and done is with a regular drill. So, you can get a battery-operated drill, a cord-operated drill, and you can drill holes in it. And when I say holes, you need to draw 2 holes. The reason you need to draw 2 holes in it is if you try and put one in here and try and pour anything in there, there's nowhere for this air to go. Because remember, this is air. There's nowhere to go. So you need to drill that other hole so you have a way for the air to escape. So you can use a drill, whether corded or battery operated. The other thing is when you're drilling your hole, you want to make sure that it's going to be big enough for your glitter, because if you draw a small hole and you got big glitter, it's not going to fit in there. The other things that you can do to make that hole is you can use a Dremel tool. There are a few different Dremel tools and what are those other attachments that you can use to do that? There's some grinding discs, there's some drill bits, there's some of those gouger thingamajiggers that you can do. And so that works as well. Something else that you can do is you can use this guy here. Now, this will probably burn me. I have yet to use this, Probably, I have to just have that gut feeling I'm going to burn myself with this. But this is a rhinestone setting tool, and I'll put the link down in the description once we're done with this. But this is for your hot fix rhinestones, and it picks them up. You know, you got a little thing right there. I think I can. Where can I see? There it is. Okay. And then what it does is when you set them down on stuff, that's what it does. It creates it. How do I know when this is ready to go? Do I just got to put it on there?
Touching the plastic.
Just start touching the plastic. Huh?
Pay attention where you're putting the holes.
Okay. Why do I need to pay attention where I'm putting the holes?
Because you want to place it between whatever this bottom thing is.
So there's 2 rings.
There's like a channel in there.
So there's 2 rings that's what she's reminding me. There's 2 rings in here, and I want to be on the outside of that ring. So we're gonna go with one of these, and we're gonna see what happens. God, I'm gonna die right here.
I did not. If you want to do this, if you want to just do the bigger hole, that's cool. The smaller hole, I used a different one.
Okay. So here's the other thing with this. Apparently,
Did you say we started out with the drills?
Yes.
Work too.
Drills. I said we started out with drills. I said then we had the Dremel. When you get this tool, it does come with multiple size bits and attachments, so you can make multiple size holes on it. Oh, imagine that, right? Pretty cool. So we are able to do that. All right.
And the reason we make the second hole, the smaller hole, is to help release some of the air when you're putting the water and glue mixture.
Yeah, I did say that. You just weren't here. See?
Sorry.
I'm remembering.
I'm going to take it outside. He was
Okay.
barking at the trash cans being rolled out.
Barking at the trash cans. Yeah, it's an amazing dog, I tell you. Those trash cans will never get us. Okay, so it doesn't matter as long as I'm just outside that ring, right?
Yeah, I avoid the letters, but
Avoid the letters.
there's no reason behind
There's no
it.
rhyme or reason. So then I guess go straight down on this.
You're on the letters, though.
No, I'm not. So I just go right there, and what do? I just hold and push.
Yeah, you don't have to push too hard.
I don't have to push too hard.
I mean, give it a
Gentle
little
pressure.
pressure.
And then how do I know when I'm through out of the way? Oh, damn it.
You'll see.
I've got too close to that edge. I can see. There, that and the inside one. So see, okay, maybe. Oh, look at that. Okay. So, oh shit. Okay. So as you pull that off, oh, it leaves like a giant booger. Oh, okay.
That's why I prefer the drill method, I think.
This is why Corey likes the drill. So what do I do with this garbage that's on top of here? I pull that off there. Okay.
Would you stop moving?
Whatever, man. Look, man. Look, this is just okay. So yeah, you can totally do this to make holes. Should I do that on the other side too?
Not with that size.
Not with that size. Okay, so how do I take this off without burning myself?
You have to turn it off, let it cool down.
What the hell?
That's serious.
No.
Well, I let it cool most of the way down, but I grabbed a paper towel and screwed it off. But
so wait.
I mean, use your heat glove or something.
Use my heat glove. This is. I don't have time for this. I can't even move.
Nobody
stuff.
said this was a fast process.
I know. This is why when I see people charge $20 for cups, I want to, buy their cups and charge more for it because hey, what are you doing? Okay, so I can grab this and just pull. Do I pull?
No, you have to untwist it.
Untwist it?
It's twisted on you.
How do I know?
Like counterclockwise. It'll go.
Oh, there it goes. Ooh, yeah. Oh, it's totally burning through me. Okay,
Just drop it.
Yeah, it's gonna burn the paper. Okay, now what do I do?
Then put the other one on.
Okay, hold on. I can't move fast. I
know I said you had to move fast.
Yeah, I had to get out of the way. Okay, so here's the other one. So you see how easy that was. It just screws in and out there. And so here's the thing. This is why this is why you get to see how much fun and exciting this is. So use your UV glove. I did. It was over on the other side. I used the silicone glove that was right next to it. So it does create this wonkiness around here. So you're still going to have to go in and clean this mess up. So I would agree as well. As nice as that did, and you're not creating the stress by drilling because we have cracked quite a few. Not these ones, but on the other ones, on the ones that we brought in, because they were fragile. So you got to be careful.
What I also did was I just kind of used this.
What are you going to show me here? Don't burn your stuff. She's got control here, so I'm gonna step to the side because she's gonna mess with the mic.
So what I did was I just kind of came in here and I just kind of scraped this excess off and just kind of melted it down so that you don't have that lip.
Gotcha.
But it's not.
It's not as.
It's still not great.
It's not as profound.
Right. The only thing with the drill is that when you drill, sometimes the pieces get inside and you have to work them back out the holes.
Yep. because there's no real way to stop that from happening. With this, you can get the booger stuck to it. Okay, so as you see, this is some fun cleanup stuff right here. This makes makes some amazing things right here.
There.
Kristen, now you say you have one of these and you have a Dremel type tool. Which one do you prefer, this or the Dremel type tool? So is that hot enough for me to do that on the side?
Probably because it just melted that.
Okay, so then we go opposite side, and we're gonna stick right there.
You're really close to the outside, dude.
Hey, man, you didn't.
I think let's go in the middle, right here.
Why?
So the air pocket's closer to the inside.
Yeah, whatever. Cool. Okay, sweet. So now I can turn this off so I don't burn myself,
Yes.
right? Hey. See if we have sound now. Let's go. There. Now we should go. Hey. See okay. If we have sound now. Now turn that off so we don't get feedback.
I did.
Okay, so for those asking, we've carried on a great conversation that you couldn't hear. Corey stepped on the mic, so she totally pulled the mic out from the cord, and we didn't have anything. So that was fun and exciting. We were able to fix that. But she also was talking about putting things in the hole, and you got to move it around if you really, really want to get it in there. She also told me that we don't have a funnel that quite works for this. Now, is that just because of the glitter that we're using? Or is it just the hole? Or what's
I think it's the size of the hole combined with the size of the funnel, because the funnel doesn't fit inside there, so it still wants to come out on the top of the cup.
So if we had a smaller funnel or a bigger hole?
Maybe.
So
the problem with having the bigger hole is that you have to close that hole when you're done.
Right. So
it's you're putting hot glue on it anyway, so it's kind of, I don't know. It already has to like fill in the hole.
So bigger hole, sound back. Did you step on it again?
No.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Is this all the way plugged in?
Let me see. Everything looks like it's good. Have I tried a piece of paper as a funnel?
Hang on. Let's see.
It looks like it's good.
Yeah. We're good.
Okay. So have you tried a piece of paper as a funnel?
No.
No. Why not?
Because I have to figure out how to make the funnel.
You don't know how to make a funnel out of paper?
Yeah,
Did you just tell me you don't know how to make, like, seriously, a cone? You can't roll up a cone?
I don't know. It just has to be really tiny.
It has to be really tiny? Well, it has to be small enough to fit in the hole, but yet big enough to fit in there. I think we can do it. Because if the stuff's going to fit in there, because, like this is time consuming.
It is. It is. And I mean, so they...
Right? We were up out of the view.
Sorry.
Okay.
So people say to do like 1 inch to 2 inches of glitter. It just depends on how much you want. Like if you don't want a ton of movement, I mean, obviously that blue one, I put way too much in there. But if you want a lot of movement, then you just put less glitter in there.
So a lot of so the theory goes, the more movement of your stuff, then the less glitter, right? Is that what you're telling me?
Right. I mean, it also, if you don't want a lot of busyness going on, I guess movement, I would say, is more the glue and stuff.
A lot of confusion, a lot of bling,
busyness.
A lot of snow. A lot of snow in your glove.
Yeah.
If you want like an October snow versus a January snow, right? Like, when it's just kind of flurrying about in there, or you just want a complete whiteout, that's what's going to determine how much you put it in here. Because you can see, I mean, this can get time consuming, folks. As she's doing this for me, and I don't have to do it, so I'm not making my first snow globe. I'm watching her do it, which is pretty much.
You want to do it?
It's pretty much par for the course. So this is how it goes. Oh, there's some like. I can't bend over that far. There's like some crystally things in there.
Like an AB type of glitter.
Oh, very, very cute. And that's on the Drunken Unicorn, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. And where can we get this Drunken Unicorn?
From us.
Yeah, that's right, you can. You can use the code BN25 to save 25% off this month. Just saying. Just say. Try the paper. Okay, try the paper. I'm going to grab a piece of paper.
There's a piece of paper on top of those
There's a
photo
piece of paper
boards.
right here behind me.
That too.
I don't have to go super far. And I don't have to bend over. I can just grab a piece of paper. And now I can grab scissors. Because guess what? I got scissors. I got scissors everywhere, man. I got scissors everywhere, so I can always have a scissor. So I can always have a scissor. And we're gonna see how this works. Cone.
But you gotta make it really small.
Cone. How small do you want it?
To fit in the hole.
I understand that, but look, do you not understand? Like, I'm totally making a cone, right? You do this. We see how big the hole is. Okay, it's there. I just got to cut off the edge. Done. Ish. Cone in the hole. I might have made it too big, but I can make it smaller.
Are you going to tape that shut?
Well, I'm going to make sure that it fits in here first.
Okay, it's in there.
It's in there. That's right. It's in the hole. All right, so now I need a piece of tape. I got tape over here. I wasn't planning on being this crafty, but I'll make it work because I want to make it work. So.
Yeah, Renee said use a Post-it. That would work too.
A Post-it? Well, Renee used a paper, right?
Post-it for paper.
Right, and I did have a Post-it paper down. Okay, so now I got to come back over here because my cone's off. Here, can you make it fit? Can you put it in the hole and make it fit again? Because I got not enough hands. I got not enough hands, folks. We're gonna get this down. I'm gonna get this damn thing down.
Why don't you tape it first?
That's what I'm gonna do this time, because I totally screwed it up last time. Okay, because we're just gonna go. We're gonna cut that right here. Okay. So that's there. Now I'm going to cut a little right there. I should be able to cut that off. All right, boom. Funnel. Funnel, fill me up, kid. Oh, snap. Let's see what we got. Funnel. Yeah, that didn't work. See? So the glitter's too big for the hole, but not too big for there. Okay, that didn't work. So that didn't work.
Here's the funnel that I did use.
That did not work for me.
What happens? Here. So.
All right. So you traditionally, yeah. See, that's a super funnel.
Right, but what happens is it starts to come out the side anyway. See, already. So you're already getting.
Yeah. So we need to figure this funnel thing out because that does not. That does not work. That does not work. That does not.
That's why I just go back to this method. I don't know that.
Here, let me dump some more in there. Woo, shit. There's some glitter in there. Shoot. Yeah, I didn't. I should shoot the deer. Shoot the deer. Yeah.
That's what Kristen's husband just
That's
did.
what Kristen's husband just did. He just said shoot. I shoot a 6-pointer. He's happy. It means Kristen gets to eat this winter. So that's a plus. Just saying. So that didn't work. So as you can see, this is like time consuming, folks. Like now, if you use anything besides if you use a fine glitter or metallic glitter, I'm betting that process goes faster because you can get more of it in there.
Maybe, but it gets stuck to the funnel.
But it gets stuck to the funnel. Static electricity. Gotcha. But I totally love this glitter. It's got hearts and stars in multiple colors. It's also got Bruno barking upstairs, so he's pretty cool about that too. Looks like it has some circles in it. Whoa. I mean, this is amazing. I'm going to get a shot collar for the whole family. Because, literally, I mean, we've been doing this show for 3 years now. 3 years. Every Tuesday, at 5 o'clock-ish, we've been doing something.
We get too many kids' animals and cats and dogs.
And it's like, hey, guess what? You wouldn't even know we had everything here until I decide to go live. And that's when all hell breaks loose. It's like dog barks at. Seriously, Reggie now we've come to realize, he barks. And he barks at planes and birds. And he's like, shit that's way high up in the sky. Bark and then chases it through the yard like he's going to catch it. So it is just not fun nor exciting. And he's probably teaching Bruno his bad ways. Because I caught him digging earlier today. So Sandra says make the hole bigger. Man, I don't know if I like a big hole.
I don't know how well it will close back up. That's my only concern.
And you need to keep more this way. Yes. I know. See, now you're learning that it sucks to be right in front of a camera trying to figure out. There you go. Because you can see over there where things are at. But as you can see, this is a process. Because if we go through this and look, you said about an inch in there, right?
An inch or two.
Remember, every time you go higher, the camera can't see because the camera's seeing down here. So we got to keep camera view.
So, I would put more than that, obviously. But that's why we did that one.
So that's it. So that's where you start with, and you keep going until you're happy with your levels on it, which we are with something like this one. By the magic of the internet, we have one that's already filled, which is pretty cool. I think we got this one already filled.
It's hard to see the holographic on the actual screen, but it's super holographic.
I think if we get it close enough, and I rock the boat. And then we can kind of see it in there. You can kind of see the wonky donkey stuff with it. We'll see how it goes. Okay. All right. So we've got this stuff in here. Now, how do we fill it? What do we got? Now? I've heard there's all kinds of different ways or methods or things that you can fill this with. You want to talk to us about a few of them?
Do water and glycerin, clear Elmer's glue and glycerin. People have used baby oil and contact solution. Those are the ones that I know of. We go with the glue and the water, 2 parts water, 1 part glue.
Okay, so we thin out some glue and we pour it in there. Ooh, Alania said, Alania, are we getting there right?
I said Elena.
Elena. Is that right, Elena? Just give me yes. If I'm right with Elena, I'll go with that. Elena says, try cutting an angle at the bottom of a straw and stick it in there. So what are you doing here? You get to see in the camera. Yeah, I know, right? So we're doing water, right? So that's water first.
Correct.
Any particular water? Are we going with healthy water, smart water?
They say to use distilled water so that it doesn't get moldy, but I've seen other people say that they've used regular water and it doesn't. So
okay, so just to combat the chance of there being mold in there, we're going to go with some distilled water.
So 2 parts water.
So 2 parts water. And then we're going to go 1 part glue.
And we'll probably have to mix more up because this doesn't usually have, this isn't enough for this big of a cup.
Okay.
But got a starting point.
Okay. Now, Sandra says she likes the baby oil. I like the baby oil too.
We have not tried that.
The baby oil feels good on the skin.
I've read bad things and I don't remember exactly what I read. But
pretty much this is how it worked. Corey did this. It worked. And she's like, you know what? I'm not trying anything else.
I know people said that baby oil makes way bigger of a mess because of the oiliness of it.
Yeah. And that's, if you know Corey, she the biggest mess that she has is me, and so if she can keep the mess to less, then she is down for that. But I do like the straw idea. If we try that.
Straw?
Yeah, you take a straw and you put that in there and you cut the angle
for
off.
to put the glitter in?
Put the glitter in. All right. So what do we got here? We got alcohol.
Because I'm going to clean off the silicone stir stick when we're done.
Okay, so we got a silicone stir stick, but you could probably use the popsicle stick, your finger. Yeah. You can probably use,
So we're just going to pour the water in.
Pour the water in.
Oop.
Yep. And then
you stir it until it goes clear again.
Because is it going to go cloudy first?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll go cloudy.
See, it's cloudy.
Ah, okay. So we're going to mix this all together. It'd be like who is that dude? Mr. Wizard, right? Mr. Wizard. I mean, we're not getting anything, fun chemical reaction or anything, but we are giving this. Sana says she just uses straight baby oil.
Right, and that's what I've heard. I just haven't tried it.
Yeah. Well, and I'm thinking if you go
there it goes, going clear.
Back to clear. Look at that. It's like totally. She's a magician, man. So my only thing is, and when you're going a straight thing, now that dog's barking. Oh man, I need another bark collar, and my neck's hurting, and I'm standing, and I'm just not in this right now. So then the other thing is baby oil. If you're using a full on it versus doing any kind of watered down type thing.
I don't know how much baby oil costs if it's more cost effective to do it that way.
If it's more cost effective to do it water, glue, whatever way with it there. Just like epoxy, Sturgill clear. That is true. I'm learning about epoxy too. It's been a fun, exciting journey for me in this craft thing. So now what do we got? Ooh, snap a lap. We got what do you got here?
Syringe.
You got a syringe, right? Oh, are you gonna make a mess? Oh, dough. Okay, so this is where we want to make sure that our hole will fit that. Because if that doesn't, oh, snap a lap. Is that inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's inside. Look at that. So this is why you keep that hole on the other side. If you don't put that hole on the other side, then there's nowhere for this air to go. So then the air, you wouldn't be able to push anything in there. You'd be creating a pressure point in there. And so by doing it this way, you're able to stop that from happening, because then everything will come out of it. Man, look how sweet that is. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Unless you have, let's see, Christine, you say, wait, unless you have all those samples from the hospital when you had a baby. I don't even think we got any samples of the baby oil.
Oh, heck no.
No, they're like, whatever, man. We're at a hospital, and that wasn't too long ago. Samples of baby oil. See, you need a glitter syringe. I mean, Corey could probably stone a syringe. I mean, that way we know that that's what it's for. So, as you see, she's mixing up more. But I can't really do much of anything right now because it'll totally
you can if you cover the holes, you can.
If I cover the holes,
you could kind of make it. I mean, it's starting to move. You're seeing.
Yep.
The
bubbles
come up out of here, but
bubbles are starting to come up. You gotta remember, camera down here.
Sorry. If you put your fingers over the holes, then you can start seeing how it moves.
Oh.
And some people do leave air in there just so that you've got faster movement, but
so it's
a
personal
lot of people
preference.
say get all the air out.
Personal preference. You tell me, is it which way do you like? More air, less air? Which way do you like? More air, less air? Because this one is super sparkly. The glitter that is in this one is this Twilight Twinkle. So it looks like a bunch of stars. And I'm going to see if I can get it good here on camera, but it is pretty legit. I'm gonna do something I probably shouldn't do because I'm gonna totally make a mess on it. Totally gonna make a mess on it. I can totally see. I'll totally put some in my hand here, and we're gonna see how.
Why don't you put on a piece of paper?
Oh yeah. Why don't I put it on a piece of paper? Mom says. Why don't I put it on a piece of paper? So that's what I'm gonna do. So you can see. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? That is some super sparklies. And there. Now, I'm going to try not to make a mess. Put it back in here. Why is that dog barking now? What's with all these animals barking? Like, I have not heard that dog bark all day. I forgot we had him there for a while because he hasn't barked all day. But he heard. He's like, it's 5 o'clock. Dad's on. I better make sure that Dad knows that I'm here too. Which we'll show him. I think he's got twice as big since we got him. We got him. He was 11 pounds, and now he's 17 pounds. Bruno, how about you keep it down, huh, buddy? Keep it down, Bruno. Okay, so we're going to continue to fill this up. Full liquid. MacGyver syringe, yeah. Carl is a mad, sparkly scientist. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
Carl?
No, I don't know what that means either. So, Carl, if you call me Carl, I guess I can be Carl. I'll take whatever it is to it. And Vicky said full liquid. Full liquid for it. I'm totally done with that.
It's pretty full right now.
Okay, so it's full right now. Now what? Now what do we do from here? Yeah. So little by little, it'll start to go.
So there's still some little air bubbles in there, and a lot of people leave it sit overnight so that all the air bubbles can release. So you can see them moving up
from down below.
Right, because of where we put the glitter in.
So it's trying to get down and around anything. Would there be any reason to do anything differently? Like, could you fill that part way with the glue mix and then add glitter to it, or would that
no, because it's going to be all wet and the glitter's just going to get stuck in cloth.
Okay, so it has to be dry first. So it's like you're making a cake, right?
Shoot, making a mess.
It's like you want to do the dry, you want to dry ingredients and then add the wet, first. Right? Yes. Yeah, is that how that works? You put the weld and you put the water inside of it and then mix it up. Okay, I got it.
I made an air bubble then.
Now you made an air bubble.
I'm trying to. Can't keep this on camera when I'm trying to shake it down.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. She's over. She's making. I can't even move my head that far back to be able to see it right now. So I just agree with her. All right. So at this point, what do? So we wait and let the air to get out of it.
Yep, you can let the air come out of it, and you'll start getting a bigger bubble, and you can put more of your mixture in there.
Okay, and so you probably use a syringe with a finer tip to put stuff in there and get it all out there. Or you just stay with that big fat guy and put it and keep jam it in there.
Stick with the bigger one.
You like sticking with the bigger one, right? Got it. Because the little ones aren't get the job done, so you got to stick with the bigger one. I got it. All right. So now, how do we finish this off? Like, what are some options that you're able to do to seal this up? Because you got to seal it up. Because if we don't seal it up, it's just gonna spill out. I mean, I know that's common sense. But maybe it's not to some people.
So once it's done and you're happy with the air bubbles have moved out and you've flipped it over and moved everything around off this top rim, that's going to be the goal is people shake them up, just keep tipping it back and forth to get all the air bubbles out and make sure that glitter's all going to move. Then make sure this is good and dry, and then use a hot glue gun and go around here and seal the hole. I take a piece of parchment paper after I put the hot glue on. It's been sitting there for a few seconds and smash it down so that it's flat. And then I have not yet done it, but you put epoxy over the top of it. Although none of ours have leaked.
Right. And that's what we're trying to see is, there's a lot of people that I've seen use the rubber plugs for this, where they've used like the furniture plugs where they've trimmed them down to try and jam it in there. And to me, that just seemed really time consuming to do that. And the hot glue method seems to be holding up well. We've had some that we've had now for a couple months that we have not sealed the bottom of them with epoxy, which I've seen. That's what a lot of people do. We'll come back in here and seal that up with epoxy. So that just adds another barrier.
So I think people can't pick at the hot glue because, if you feel it, people pick.
Right. And I've also seen them use the UV glue on it to be able to do that, to seal up it. Yeah. So they're able to set it and forget it type thing there. So that's pretty cool. Now, how soon or how long should you wait until you're able to do that part? You said 24 hours or so.
If you haven't made all this move, then till the next day. But I get it all shaken up and add my extra liquid back in there to get rid of that bubble. So you can see that bubble right there. Mm-hmm. And then I just seal them right then because I'm impatient and I get the glitter moving.
So you get the glitter moving and you get impatient and you get it all from there. And then it's ready to go.
It's hard to do on camera.
Right? I know. You're like way out of, you're like nobody can see anything.
No, I'm
She has
sorry.
yet to figure this is all part of my teachings to realize that the camera, is there. The camera doesn't move. I can't see anything. It's like that one version or whatever it is. You're just seeing that scope of work that's right there. But as you can see, that's what you got. As you can just
There, it starts to.
it just starts to glow. There we go. Look at it start to go down. Look at it. Look at that. Just fall down. Ever so fun. Ever.
This was a
so
good one
fun.
too because it kind of stayed throughout the middle. It didn't all settle one area or the other.
So is that something that you're able to prevent, or is it just luck of the draw?
I think it's just the difference in glitters and what kind of, if they're fine or chunky or whatever.
So different textures and glitters will cause different results.
Yeah.
So
Hang on, buddy.
We go from there, and then we just look and see what we go with. So, can you use any? Is there any anything you can't use when it comes to glitter? So, like, what's the difference between using like the chunkies or the fine or the metallics or shapes or things like that?
I haven't done a ton of the fines just because we did one and it kind of seemed to, I don't know, you didn't see as much. The one with the ribbons in it just doesn't seem as big to move.
Okay.
I think we've pretty much worked it all the way around that rim so that now none of that's stuck up there.
Yeah, so it did kind of cloud it up. Is that what you're saying? Because when you look at this one, move that one out of the way. So when you look at this one, it does just look like you've got two things of glitter in here. What's down at the bottom, what's down at the top. But as we shake it up, I mean, it really gets moving.
Let's see how it looks more, because I put 3 different colors in here, and it just kind of looks, I don't know, not clumpy necessarily, but it's not super.
Yeah, almost like a sandy, almost like how sand.
Yeah,
gets.
it's.
But you can see that there are the ribbons in there, and you can see kind of like curdling, like milk curdling.
Kind of, yeah. Like this down here looks perfect, but then up there, you know what I mean? It looks.
Yeah, it kind of set because of different weights and measures and
right.
how
And
that all
maybe
works.
if I just try one type of fine glitter in there.
Yeah, that's what I
would be cool.
With. But overall, these are some of the fun, cool things that you can do with it. Like that's a
see, it's like as it rises, that stuff. This stuff's cool.
Yeah, one settles and one gets up there chunky. It's like the frothy of the ocean. You're getting the scrum off of it or whatever.
I think there was pink, silver, and white in there.
Pink, silver, and white. Awesome. All right. Let's see what else. Would you seal it with a self-adhesive silicone rubber pad sticker after the hot glue is set? Could, not would. Could you seal it? I got it. Could you seal it with a self-adhesive silicone rubber pad sticker after the hot glue is set? By putting that on top of it? I'm sure you could. This is an extra thing on it because I've seen other people that had, once they put it on there, that put tape down there, cut a little piece of tape for it, especially if they're covering it up so you can't see anything. I've seen a lot of different ways to do it. And like for Corey, she's found that, the hot glue has worked for her. And then before we started epoxying anything on the bottom, she wanted to see how long it would last on it. So that's what we've done. And so far, it's been 2 months strong and it's been going. But I mean, in a nutshell, that's how to make a snow globe tumbler. Super simple, super easy. I think, do you have anything else for the folks, Corey? Tips, tricks, anything else you can think of? Because while you're doing that, I'm going to show something else that you're working on.
I don't think so.
So
I just clean up the excess that's on the top, make sure it's really dry. And I've got my air bubbles out where I'm good with them. So, I mean, I would hot glue this now.
Yep. Kristen's got a great idea. Your company info sticker on the bottom could cover it. Absolutely. So you could cover it with that, and then you could do your epoxy or glue over it to do that. So yep, after you do the glue, put it on there. So one of the other things that Corey is working on, if you want to show, you want me to touch it? You want to show it?
You're touching it now.
I'm already touching it now. So she's been playing with the temporary tattoos, right? Was that
we started out with the smoke effect on the white spray paint.
Yep, white spray paint, Tumbler, smoke effect, which you can see in there where you kind of get in the glare from it. So maybe I should do something to cover that so you can.
What?
Well, because you can't really see on that side. I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
You can see it.
There it is. When I'm up there, you can see it. But So smoke effect by putting it on there, and then you went temporary tattoo paper of this, and then now what are you coming back from here and doing?
I'm going to put some alcohol ink markers in here to give it some color.
Awesome.
That's what I started out with, the purple and the green. I just haven't done any more and finished it.
Awesome. So clear tattoo paper, guess what? We also have that, so we're able to take care of you on that note too. All right, I'm gonna move stuff over here, see if there's any other questions, and then we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna show off, see if there's anything else, talk about what we have upcoming, and I'm gonna try not to make a whole lot of mess as we get over here and see where things ended up with. So I got that's moved there. What?
Renee, I don't know how well. She said since it's already sealed, could you open it back up and drain it out? I don't think you'll ever get all the glitter out. That's the problem there, is that people have tried to do whatever, and the glitter's stuck in there because it's wet and it's gonna hook to the side.
So glitter's like herpes. Once you get it, it's not going away. So once that glitter gets inside that cup, it's not coming away. You could probably do a power flush on it, but you're going to spend so much time trying to do that. Where it's a sealed thing, you put it on one side and you try and flush it through and push it out the other side. You're going to spend a lot of time on that. It's just cheaper to put a new cup and start over with it. But this is how you find out what works and what doesn't work on it. Let's see. What else do we have here? Are you going to epoxy? Are you going to epoxy that after you color it?
Absolutely.
She said absolutely. She's going to epoxy it after she colors it. So that's on my list too. Is once we've got quite a few things that once the piece is in place, the studio. We are planning on doing reconfiguring some places in here so we can do more of a studio shoot. We can have that tight fit there. You can see back on here. We're standing there in front of it. We just need to make some adjustments for it. There could be some new equipment on its way coming, at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year. I'd like to get it at least ordered here still this year. But if that comes, then that kind of has to move some other things around in the lab down here. So we've got some stuff coming. But I'm definitely going to try my hand at some of this epoxy stuff that I see her doing over there too, because I figure why not, right? I've got the stuff, I've got the turner, I've got the glitter, I've got everything else here. So I should totally do it. Yep. And as Kristen said, totally cheaper to buy another cup. It's almost like, yes, we can use the VLR to take, HTV off a shirt, but we know a lot of times it's just cheaper to grab another shirt and do it, because unless you're just taking that little piece off, you forgot the inside cavity of the A, and I can just dab it and pull it off there. When you're trying to remove whole designs, it's just cheaper to recut it and grab another shirt and redo it, because it is just not a not fun, conducive thing. It's just labor intensive to do that. And Vicky, I have everything I need to epoxy, and I'm terrified to do it. Vicky, just do it. Just do it. It's super easy. I mean, I haven't done it yet either, but it looks super easy. So why not just do it? One of the things that here soon, we've got an epoxy coming in from StarCraft. The epoxy is what do they call it? It's a water-based epoxy. Single, there's no mixing, so it's all in one container. So that's a +2, water-based too. So if you have any allergies or anything to epoxy, you should be good with this. The only downfall that they had said to it is it's not the best for mold making, because the way that it shrinks. Is that right? Yeah, because of the way that it shrinks. It's not going to. It doesn't hold its form. So when you use a mold, it really comes in on it. But for cups and things like that, it's supposed to be great for it. That should be coming soon. So as soon as we get that, we can do a review on it. Kristen, I know I have to find some more room in my sweatshop of one. Yeah, I've been running out of room since I got the embroidery machine. So here's where we're at, folks. So in our little layer here, maybe that's what I should call it, is the layer down here. Corey's got her stoning station set up over here on the other side here. I've got my desk here along with, kind of the backdroppy stuff right here. We've got one DTF printer here. I've got my job board here. We've got another DTF printer over on the other side here. Right behind me, where this is my monitor, and that's stock shelves that are back there. The other side of that is the 54-inch Roland. And then we have the shipping station that's on the other side of that. And then it's just storage right now. There sounds to like there is a possibility of a couple more DTF printers coming. With that being said, I definitely need more room. We plan on taking where the storage is now and turning that into a little studio setup. So that way, that is just for that. That's where that's where the Solo will be. That's where the StarCraft press will be. That's going to be like Corey's Corner. Not like not like anything bad. That's going to be Corey's Corner, a Little Monkey's Den, whatever you want to call it. That's where we're going to be doing all of our demos from. That's where we're going to do most of the videos from. And that way it kind of frees up some of this other stuff. Oh, yeah. And then I'm looking over here. I'm like, oh, there's a graph tech here. There's a Tumbler turner there. There's glitter on the wall there. There's Tumbler turners over there. There's supplies and presses down here. There's just a lot of stuff. So we're trying to reconfigure. Now, when the twins come, the twins are going to take up some room. I decided we're looking at the big Audley, but one of the things is space. Space on that is you need really a good 10 by 10 area for it. The other issue with going with the straight 24-inch wide one is if she goes down, which it's a DTF printer, it's going to go down. Whether it's $20,000 or not, it's going to go down. It might make more sense to get two 12-inch ones, or two 13-inch wide ones, and then have those running simultaneously. So if something happens, you still have the other one going. The other thing is a lot less space because you're not dealing with it. The printer, is only 24 inches, but I think it's like 36, 30, 40 inches wide because of everything that's built into it. And you have the same thing with the dryers and that. So there's quite a bit of room in it. Our dryer shaker thing is 16, 17 inches wide. I'd have to measure it up to know for sure. So trying to get the most space out of everything that might lead to a complete redesign, relayout of everything down here. So I completely get that when you try and maximize every space you have. It was, it was weird to go from a spare bedroom to 400 square feet, and we're like, oh my God, we're never going to fill this. And then to the 3,500 square feet to be like, holy moly, we're never going to fill this. To 8,000 square feet to be like, there's no way we can fill this. Back to home and having two storage units, thinking we need to get rid of crap because we got way too much. So, yeah, I totally know that. And that is true, Eric. If you're using epoxy, be sure to follow all of your safety directions for your product. And that goes for everything. Everything has its manufactured uses on how you should do things and not do things. So just make sure that you follow those because, use Welvin Dahlia, respirators if need be, do all that. You are worth it. So make sure that you need it here. And great job. Corey did an amazing job. I didn't have to do too much of it, but it was good to see it. She's, I think I can catch her over here doing this. Let me pull up that other camera. And I do believe I can catch her. It looks like she needs to find more glue sticks, but you got another one right there. But she is gluing it right now. She just put it on there. I don't know if there's any up on that shelf behind you or not. But she just put the glue stick on there, and that's what she's doing now. Still liquid on it. So we need to find more glue sticks, but that's what she's doing is gluing the top of that right now over there and whacking the camera because that's what she does is whack the camera over there. Whack on, whack off. It's taking care of the camera for us, folks. Good job over there for her for that. A 15 needle. See, every time this time of year, like every year for like the last 4 years, I said, you know what? I should buy an embroidery machine. She would make a killing at Christmas time just embroidering the stockings and all the little things for Christmas. So every year about my birthday, I'm like, I should just buy an embroidery machine for my birthday and just have fun with it. And then every year come January, February, I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't buy an embroidery machine. One of these years I will pull the trigger and do that. Oh, the monkey cave. The monkey cave is what it could be because we got the sign over here that Corey did. Or when did we get this? 3-4 years ago when we had the other shop. So we'll eventually get that up and you'll be able to see that. But Little Monkeys, could that be Hattie and Hudson there? Little Monkeys at the Monkey Cave. That could be. We'll see how that all plays out and goes from there. But oh, look at that, Vicky! You can't wait to get home to try this. I got the tumbler already. Get after it, Vicky! I can't wait to see what you're doing. Okay. On that note, been here an hour. Thank you all for sticking it out with us. Next week, one of two projects. We're either going to do the sleds. We get back into sublimation using our 7710 that's been converted, using our StarCraft inks and StarCraft paper. So we're going to do those. We're going to do those next week. Or we are, I got asked about those little pop mitt holders from the Dollar Tree. So I think we could go ahead and do those too, because why not, right? Like, everybody wants to see, what can you do with it? So why not do it? Oh, and look, Cindy says I should just come to the embroidery dark side. Cindy, this is why I really don't, because I have you here local, right? So if I need something, I can just bring it to you, right? I mean, that's a smart thing. Like, I don't need that, because if I need it, I mean, I'm totally gonna buy what was the one that I was? Oh, which one that Katie has? I don't even remember. That's how bad I really wanted to buy it, right? I don't even remember what it was. Bravo 16. That's what I was gonna get. Okay, so here
it's maybe not the best sealed yet.
It's not the best sealed, but there it is, finished. And you can see it'll start to go. There it is. Everything starts to come up. I know. I'm watching the bubbles go. I'm watching the bubbles. But there it is. As it's finished, as it's sealed, and it'll be able to go. And you'll be able to set and just go like that. And just like that. And your machine was 500 pounds. I got a Racoma. I don't even know what our machines weigh anymore. They're way more than me. So that is pretty cool. So there it is, finished cup, ready to go. See, fair enough. You're my glitter enabler. That milk would be fun, though. It would be. Every show that we went to that Katie's been at, she's tried to sell it to me. And I really have no use for it. And I, like, why not? It's only $12,000. Finance it out. It's $200 and some bucks a month. You've only got to do 35 jobs to pay for it. That's what they all tell you. They always tell you only got to do like 35 to 50 jobs to pay for it, which, if you're priced right and your numbers, that's probably, pretty accurate. But if you don't know what you're selling your stuff for, that is not sealed all the way.
Yeah, I know this.
It's not sealed all the way. She told me it and I didn't pay attention. So that's the thing. You get those, then you're set, you're ready to rock and roll with it. Cindy gets one. Cindy, let's just get one together. All right. I'm gonna get the shop. Cindy, we'll get that. You'll come over here, run the embroidery. I'll just sit and watch, and we'll be good with it. I'm perfectly fine with that. All right. So you guys have a great night. Like I said, we're gonna do either an HTV project or we're gonna do sublimation next week. But continue to let me know what are some things that you want to see us do here in the future. We're going into Christmas, so I know I should probably do some globe ornaments. I should probably do everything but embroidery. Laser machine, maybe. The problem with that is just setting it up to be able to film, because that's in a different location. So once we set everything up, we'll go around. As Renee said, it is taco time. So with that note, on that note, you guys have a great night. Thanks for showing up. It is taco time. Get out there, get after it. Let me show those pictures of what you guys are doing. I love to see how creative you guys are becoming. I love to see the projects that you make. I love to see both the successes and the failures, because, hey, I failed more than once on the show and I'm going to continue to do it. So you guys have a great night. Taco time. Enjoy. Have a good time. I got to get a sign off on this.